know you're dying to have this look, and it's hard to accomplish. It takes 63 years. But hey, we gotta fight it a little bit. And I'm not one of those floofy girls. I like basics because you know what? I'm lazy. But I still gotta do something or I'll scare somebody. So I'm gonna kind of show you what I do. So what I do is I use whatever the heck I have. And basically, that's whatever my girls give me or whatever's on sale or whatever. But there are some tried and true products that I just never change on. I've had other toners, I've done other things, but I always go back to witch hazel. It's not because it smells good, but you learn to love it. You learn to love the smell. And it sure does feel good on the face. Now let's get on with the show. I'm going to show you my quick method. This doesn't always work with every lotion because some lotions want to do a separate thing from your makeup and they'll separate. But I find that a lot of times I can do this in a fast step and I like it because it kind of makes my product a little bit more sheer and go a little bit further, both of them. So I get some lotion. This is one that is called Murad that I actually got in a box that my husband bought me that comes about every 3 months. It's called Fit and Fab, I think it's called. And you get random products. It's kind of fun to try. So basically I get a little bit of lotion. This would be a big no-no to a lot of people, but this is me. And you know who I am. Getting out of it, we got another one already. Put my base in with it. Might have used a little more base than I wanted to this time because it wasn't coming out at first and then it came out all at once. You know how that goes. So this is my palette. I just mix them together. Now, I just like this method because it goes on so easy and I rub it into all the little wrinkles and creases and pores. Because this unfortunate side effect of aging, all those things. Okay, I like to get it into my eyebrows. I like to get it up in my hairline almost, not in the hair, but up to it good. Maybe a little bit into it because, you know, when you put your blush on and it stops like boom, I hate that. So I kind of bring it down my neck a little bit, not a lot, because I really believe, and I think it's a big mistake that many make, they try to go with a darker or a lighter foundation. Your foundation should match your skin. Enhance your color with a little bronzer, not all over, but you know, a little bronzer, a little color, but don't try to make yourself into George Hamilton with makeup. You young people probably don't know who that is, but look it up. My next product for a quick job, we're doing the everyday job. Some days I get all contoury with the eyes and, you know, try to do things. I never like it too dark because I'm older now and it's a mistake, I think, to go too heavy. But I'll use now my bronzer. So I just do a little contouring right in here. Not all over. You don't want to come down too far, just a little bit here. I like to blend it a little bit with my fingers. Some people would use a blending sponge, but that would seem too modern to me. I don't like modern. So I get a little contouring going here. And I kind of like a monochromatic face. I don't like, you know, bright colors. So this is for every day. If you're going to go out in the evening, you might jazz it up. This is my big, fast trick. I love that color. And I have blue eyes, so it looks particularly good to put a peachy color by them or brown. So I just, with this big fat brush, fill it in fast, pull my eyelid down to get those creases because they will hide from my makeup. Get it up there. See, that's it. Nothing more. Yeah, sometimes I want more, but this is my everyday routine, guys. My everyday fast, and it's actually going slower than I typically would because I'm on film. Well, digitally. Okay, put my broken lid on here. I will be getting a new one of those. But now I know that I need a little bit more. And so I'm going to use a little color. And this is, again, one of those things that my daughters gave me. If they get something too peachy, being they love more of the blue-based colors, they like, you know, more of a pinky pink and that kind of thing. I don't. I like warmth because my skin needs warmth. So they gave me this little blush because it was a little too peachy, and it's by Melania. And is that how you say it?
Milani.
Milani, okay. I'm thinking the president's wife. Anyway, I just give myself a little bit more pink right here. Just kind of up on my apple. And just kind of blend it into your bronzer. And yeah, I'm going to admit, some days I don't do this. I just use just the bronzer and maybe bring it a little more into the apple. But that's when I'm really in a hurry. Okay. So there we go. Just a little bit. Get it up there. It's all mixed. It gets a little pink more in the apple. Now we're going to work on these eyebrows. Well, I tried different eyebrow things. I've tried different pencils, and I really do just like the Maybelline pencils. And I've tried other fancy ones they've come up with, or other, like CoverGirl or whatever, that gives you a little brush on the end. But a lot of days, all I want to do is just do it fast, and I don't like putting a lot of gunk everywhere. So what I do is I have an eyeshadow that I find is a good color. You don't want anything with glitter. And that's another thing. I'm not big on sparkles on older skin. You can't convince me. I've seen it, I've looked at it, and I think, no. Oh, another thing is, it helps me if I put the magnifying part on when I'm putting my makeup on. I'm such a star, I forgot to. Okay, now, this I just put into my brow line. Now, if you're wanting a real sculptured brow, you can draw all the little lines around it with a pencil or whatever. I find I do sculptured brows a little bit sometimes, but I tend to feel like they make somebody who's older look harsh. You need softer edges when you're older. You don't want to go too dramatic. You can be dramatic in a lot of other ways without edging everything harshly. So I just think a little powder in my eyebrows gives me a nice soft color. And you know, my eyebrows were microbladed a couple years ago, and they were great for a while, but your dye tends to change colors on you. And I still look better than I used to when I woke up in the morning. I look like Mona Lisa, incomplete, because I barely had eyebrows. And I don't like looking like a mud hen when I first wake up. So this brush is just an e.l.f. brush. It's pretty narrow. Someday I want to invest in even a thinner brush for what I'm going to use it for next. Because I use the same brush for two things. I have two of them, but that means I would have to pack my makeup bag again. And it was unpacked very lightly for travel. So, voila. Find an eyeshadow, or you can find powder ones for your brows, but typically they're a little too dark for me. So my girls got me this, and I love this thing. This cleans your brushes, and you can clean this. I take this out every maybe 2 weeks, put dish soap in it, sponge it up, wash it really good, and then set it back in the can, leave it open on my vanity just to dry, and it just dries really quick, and the next day it's up to par again. So don't do it till after your makeup's done, because you might need it. But anyway, I clean my brushes in it, see? Voila, clean. I'm going to be needing that baby. So, one of my girls gave me this Morphe palette. So I can put a little bit like this if I want to just darken in here or something. But you see, I don't usually even do this. So I told you I just put the eyeshadow up, but that's it. What I'm going to do with this is a little bit different than most people do, because eyeliner is another problem as you age. Your eye, I don't like liquid hard ones. They look too sharp, too harsh. And when I say sharp, I don't mean sharp like you're looking sharp. I mean like just too harsh, too edgy. And pencils tend to drag on your eye. I'll use them on occasion, but you have to be careful not to get the zigzag effect. I just like to use my eyeshadow. So the color I like is a lighter than typical eyeliners that you find. It's a kind of a lighter chocolate, let's put it that way. And I just use this, and I can just kind of dab this into my eyelash base. Easier almost than a pencil. Cat wings just don't suit me at all because I have jowls of the eyes, okay? I can blend a little bit there. Get it up in there more. You can use some cover up, and my daughter bought me this really good cover up. I can't even remember the brand of it.
It Cosmetics.
It Cosmetics. And I also have one that I keep in my purse. It's more of a roll-on, just by Maybelline, and it really actually rated really high, and it's a little thinner, but it's good, and it's real iridescent. You know, it doesn't have sparkle, but it makes you look bright. This one's good for cover-up, and you know what? There's a lot of days I put it on, but on an everyday basis, there's a lot of wrinkles. It's hard to put many products on your eyes when you have all these little creases without them just settling in there. I've used primer. Powder looks horrid. And I just rather maybe touch up right in here sometimes. If I put anything, I might just put a little bit right here, maybe up in the crease a little bit like this. I don't want to take it all the way around because it just wrinkles unless I'm really feeling good about my skin that day and I'm really trying to be all on it to look glamorous. Otherwise, I just do this basic little thing. My favorite mascara has been this one. It's called 17. You can get it, I think, at maybe Target. And I ordered this online. And I definitely am not 17 years old. And why they call it 17, I don't know. But there was an ad that led me to it. And I thought, I'll try it. And you know what? I've liked it. It has not a real deep wand, which is good for me. I don't have luxurious long eyelashes. I'm wanting to try those new ones that glue under on the, you put this like a mascara of glue on and then you attach them on the bottom part. My daughter got those and they seem to work really well. But what I like is those little halfsies because, again, I don't want to overdo and look silly. I cannot look like Kim Kardashian, no matter how much I try. I can barely look like Betty White. So this is what I'm doing. I have not a lot, but what I have is okay because my poor mama didn't have any eyelashes. She burned them off when she was a teenager, lighting oven the old-fashioned way. They used to actually use a match. A little hole in the oven, the front, that you put a match to and with flames. Well, if you did it the gas too long, which a teenager could easily do, bad mistake, she lit the match and blew off all her eyelashes and most of her eyebrows, and they never grew back. She really did seal up her pores. So, while I am not as glamorous as the young gals, I will not scare anybody, I hope, today. This is it, girls. So I forgot to tell you about this, and this is my favorite thing. I actually inherited this from my mama's stash when she went on to her maker, and it's lasted that long, so I only used a half bottle. She had a full bottle, and I will buy this again. This is a new for your neck, but it's really not greasy. It's clear, and I always put this on at the end of my makeup because I believe this helps to buff out any, if you can't get your identical look to up here, to put your lotion like this and kind of just blend it down. If you ever have a line on your face, get your lotion and kind of blend it all together. But this is what I do. I put this on my neck and my chest, and I really love this product by Anu, and that's Avon, you know.